Foxy Foxxy vlog 4. Okay. We just got done wrapping up our 3rd episode of Nerd Herders, and we're doing this vlog relatively fast because I have a lot of stuff to do for my New York Comic Con cosplay costume. All I have finished is the shirts and half the shoelaces, so my ass has got to get cracking because it's about 10:30 at night now. It's well past my bedtime. In the meantime, so you can see that this is really one of those vlogs that's like, holy crap, she really did just get finished doing everything. There's my co-host.
Still working.
Still working and eating. This is what a pre-Comic-Con house looks like between fixing the well, only at night. This does not look like this during the day. Between costumes, I'm doing my costume, Damien's doing his costume. I have a year's worth of previews magazines right there to look through. Okay? In which I go back into all the previews magazines from November of 2011 to about September 2012 to refresh my memory of anything I might have wanted that I didn't write down the first time. Any floppies, any trades, any statues, t-shirts, blah, 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 blah. Out of those 12 books comes one list that goes into Comic-Con, and hopefully I walk out with everything on that list. As you see, you've seen before in other things, these are some of my trades. Most of the DC stuff is Damien's. He's a DC. I'm a Marvel. There's all my Zenescope stuff down there. These are my books. Just generic books. As you see, we got Lord of the Rings, all the Harry Potters. All my Alice in Wonderland dolls are a mess right now. Our busts and statues. There's not a lot yet. They are very expensive. On this end, on this end, we have all the Marvel comics. This extends all the way down to the bottom, which is currently covered by cosplay stuff. That's my brother's cosplay stuff down there. In the meantime, since I have all this comic book stuff out, I figured I would be going into my long box, showing you some of my absolute favorite comics. Now, let's see what's in here. One of the loves of my life right here, Alice in Wonderland #1. Issue 1, cover B. There were 4 different covers to this. That's one of my favorites. Beyond Wonderland #1, the limited edition sketch cover by J. Scott Campbell. I don't know how many of these are in existence. When I checked on eBay though, they were going for at least like $100. I bought it for $10 at my local comic book expo, and it's in fucking perfect condition. Always go to your local comic book expo or garage sale or flea market, because you never know what you're going to find that they don't know they have. Moving on. Wonderland's #1, cover A. Also J. Scott Campbell art. This just came out recently. I'll pretty much buy anything that has J. Scott Campbell artwork on it. He's my favorite artist in this world, other than Scotty Young and Greg Horn. Let's see, what else? Showed you guys that. I have a Fly issue 1 Phoenix Comic Con exclusive. I didn't even have to go to Phoenix for this. Found it at the Comic Book Expo again. $5. Goes on eBay for like 70. Ha 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 ha. Footload of Zenescope. Do you guys think I like Zenescope comics? I have the Theater issue 1, the Waking issue 1, Charmed issue 1. Ah, look, another J. Scott Campbell book. He makes Mary Jane delicious. And another J. Scott Campbell one. And from another one, Avengers vs. X-Men issue 1 Midtown Comics exclusive Scotty Young artwork of the AVX babies. Look at little baby Red Hulk in the corner, he's so cute. I have Dazzler issue 1 to issue 20. 8, which was her last issue ever. I got this entire set at my comic book expo at an auction for $12. So it's this whole big chunk right here. Love it. Marvel team-ups. I was just talking about this cover the other day, Miss Marvel issue 48, in which Miss Marvel and Mystique have a big brawl. I would love to do that as cosplay. The Miss Marvel Mystique crossover photo. I think that would be dead sexy, and it's something that I don't think anybody has done yet. School Uncanny X-Men. This was another one I wished to cosplay as, Rachel Gray from the End of Gray's story arc in Uncanny X-Men. The only problem with that is she has a humongous back tattoo, and my back is already covered with tattoos. So I can't pull that off. And I want to cosplay as her. This is Fox. She was only in about 2 issues. Many people don't remember her because this is actually Mystique. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. If you guys haven't read this story arc of X-Men, then you guys are way, way, way behind, because this happened way before House of M, way before Civil War. This was Mystique in one of her alter ego things in order to seduce Gambit away from Rogue. I like her because her name's Fox. There it is. The Max issue 1 from Image Comics. I just found this in here last week. Ironically, right after David and I did our Nerd Herders episode of 80s and 90s cartoons, and I had the Max listed as one of my top 5 favorite cartoons. This is what the Nerd Herders domain looks like. This is our Fortress of Solitude. In the meantime, the site that I want you guys to check out is Following the Nerd. They have a Facebook and a Twitter account, as well as a whole big website. They do a lot of comic book reviews of single issues as well as trades. I just began listening to the podcast today, actually. I'm going to be listening to a lot more tomorrow. Check out Nerd Following. As always, you have my blog, my Twitter account, my Facebook account, YouTube, Blog Talk Radio Nerd Herders every Friday night. This coming Friday is going to be Comic-Con, so our issue of Nerd Herders is going to be basically Damien Dragon's take on what is at Comic-Con, since he's going to be there on the Friday. I'm only going on Saturday and Sunday. If anybody sees either myself or Damien at Comic-Con, feel free to stop by, say hello, take a picture, shake our hands. All that fun stuff. We're not hard to see. He's going to be Vector with a big gas mask on Saturday, and I'm going to be a Monster High doll. Picture's going to pop up like right now. Sunday, we're just going to be us. We're not hard to spot. We might have some Nerd Herder shirts on. That way we can find each other in the crowd. So if you guys find us, that's even. You can also follow my fellow Nerd Herder and has been on his Twitter account, on his Facebook, his YouTube. Next week's vlog isn't really going to be much of a vlog. I'm probably going to piece together a whole bunch of greatest hits or bloopers because I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be at New York Comic Con. Bye!
I got that nerd rage! Nerd rage! I